Alright. I'm here. What's up, Slime? What's up, Hedgie? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. Let's open my chat on my phone real quick, though. Then we're good to go. Good to hear, Edgy. I'm doing great. Freaking great. Okay, I think I'm good. So we can just start playing the game. Thanks, Edgy. Appreciate it. I still can't even believe that actually happened. Like, what? You know, like, that's a real thing that happened? Like, what? Kinda hard to believe, actually. To me, at least. Freaking wild. But as you can see, we're finally back on the, bears. We're actually going for our 10th freaking great one right now. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think. If you told me half a year ago, honestly, like, a bit more than that, like 7 months ago, that, I would have 9 great ones at this point, and we're going for our 10th. 2 of which are fox, and also 2 of which are tar. I wouldn't believe you. Right, Slime? I mean, that must be like... something must have gone wrong. That's a glitch in the Matrix. Really, if you think about it. That has to be like illegal or something. And like, me getting a short grind, not only did that happen, it just happened to be the fox of all things, which is like the best grind imaginable to get lucky on. And it just kinda happened. Pretty crazy time we live in, I guess. Is that a bear? That's a bear. There's a bear. Let's take both of them down. Well. That's 4. Just like that. Add it to the counter. True, Slime. They mixed up me for Scarecrow, so I got a very short fox grind. My first bear grind was long, and the second one was very short, as you know, 239 kills. And now this third one is at almost to 1,300, so it's definitely not like short, but I would still consider the grind relatively short. If I got the great one, like, very soon. But I don't know. Alright, Slime. Wouldn't it be crazy if I got this one, like, today or tomorrow or something? Just kind of... like, randomly I'm starting to get so lucky that I just pop great ones like it's nothing all of a sudden. Theoretically... it could happen a few times. The thing is, like, I'm already almost 1,300 kills in. Then for the mule deer, I'm at like 1,700 kills, so... if I got these, like, in a very short amount of time... It would actually... I feel like it could be possible, right? But I still don't think it's gonna happen. Well, that's fun, Hedgie. Really fun. Imagine if I, by the way, I get a third glacier too somehow to pop. Just duplicates for the bears forever. That would be fun. Not super promising looking. Well, nothing here. Yeah, you do need that fallow, let's just hope he pops soon. I mean, that's definitely on some HunterSans luck right now. I know someone that got 9 Glacier 2s in a row. Yeah, fuck that. Please no, game. Please no. Like, if I get this... Even if I get like 3 in a row, I'm like... You know, kinda just... Yeah, I think I'm good. So... 9 in a row would be, truly something. Quite a few bears here. Cool. One kill away from 1,300 now. And these bears make good money, man. It's so nice that you can grind these with the 3 hundo. And still get the full money and everything. If you hit them correctly, that is, obviously. Okay, so... Where did this last one go exactly? Just imagine if I just went crazy on the bear grind. And this like, if I went crazy on the bear grind and got 9 in a row, because now I have 9 great ones. Imagine if I just fucking got 9 Glacier 2s in a row and that's all the great ones I have. Just everything's a Glacier 2 bear. But I still have the fucking Predator collar with me from yesterday. What's up, Jake? How you doing today? Hope you're doing good. I did not see what you're setting up, no. I'm gonna guess... bears. Just have a slight feeling it's gonna be bears. It is black bear. Nice. Hopefully you have some good luck with them. These guys are pretty fun to grind, so I hope you have a bit of better luck with these guys. So you didn't seem to have the best of time with mule deer so far, at least, but hopefully black bear will treat you a bit better. That's the 3 female. Fuck. That's not great. Wait, what? Really? I hit all except one, like, complete dog shit. That's annoying. That's bear number 1300 though. I'm gonna see if I can just main menu, because they might take quite a while to die because I hit them so shit. Come on. I wanna take a shot at these bears again because I just don't wanna freaking track them. They're so annoying to track. Do that. That's pretty cool, Jake. Cinnamons are like... they're super nice, man. One of the better rares in the game, if I'm being honest. Like, they just look so freaking cool. Yeah, definitely edgy. Definitely you do. So, are they both here, or did one of them actually die? Fuck. I think so. Unless, no. Bro. I'm actually not sure how that works. I would imagine it behaves the same exact way as a normal respawn would, so it's kinda gonna spawn wherever it would if it didn't swap, right? Or something. Usually they tend to, from what I saw, it's like they don't jump like an absurd amount. They can jump a bit, but usually, like, anyway with every other species too. There are some exceptions, but usually species tend to spawn in somewhere relatively close to the area you shot. But they can jump a bit further too. But I would definitely, you know, check the closer areas first, because that's most likely where they're gonna end up. I mean, swapping is just, you shoot. I have a female bear here. And a male bear. Like, I don't know, here. I shoot the female bear, I shoot the male bear. Main menu. Don't shoot anything, any other bears. Wait for the respawns. And I hope they swap. If they don't, do the same thing again. Over and over and over again. Until every single bear you wanna swap has actually swapped. It can be very tedious, but it's kind of what you have to do to make the bears work as well as they can work. It really depends. Sometimes you can get away with like even 10 minutes, like, but I would definitely wait like 15-20 minutes after shooting them. I mean, honestly, you can just go hunt something else. Like, let's say I did the swapping, I went to main menu, then come back to the game, and I'm just waiting for the swapped bears to respawn so I can just go, I don't know, somewhere here and hunt plains bison for 15 minutes or something, and then come back later and check if anything's happened. Who knows, maybe you can get some trophies along the way while you wait for the swaps to happen. It could be true. Man, my bears are just like really slow with respawning today. I don't really have this problem with the bears. Usually they respawn like super quick, but then they randomly take like forever for no reason, and it's really weird. I don't really know what to do. Oh well. We're back, Slime. Good to hear. Let's wait a bit. Dude, I don't know. It's so weird, man. Dude, I was like debating if I want to start the HM like immediately or not. But I just kind of like gave up on that immediately because I really didn't feel like starting any HM or anything for them for these bears quite yet. We're going to try HM. Yeah, go for it, man. The good thing with bears is that well, there's actually a good and a bad thing. I mean, the first and foremost, the bad thing is that, you know, they're all solo, so they can jump a lot. But the good thing is, I've heard they manage down pretty quick, which is very nice. So it might not take you as long as you might think, right? There's a lot of places you need to check though, so. But if you dedicate all 16 tens in a way that you can check 16 different places at a time, you know, it's not impossible, right? Has anything respawned though? Well. Okay, seems to have worked perfectly. Yeah, that doesn't sound right, Slime. Dude, what the fuck? You might be cooked. Cooked. Yeah, like, stack 9s in your exteriors, and then just go crazy on those exteriors. Because if you have, you know, like Edgy did, 7 freaking 9s on your mains, I mean, that's gonna help quite a lot, obviously. Because even without stacking, I've heard they can manage down relatively quickly compared to a lot of other species, but obviously stacking is still very much recommended if you want to do it significantly faster. Fuck. I have no clue if that actually killed them instantly or not. Fuck, man. Alright, guys, do you guys want to see the Great One Red Fox in game real quick? On stream? It is a beaut. Absolute freaking beaut. So the bear did die. So it shouldn't take too long to find him. No, there he is. Well, look at that. kill count. We just crossed 1,300 kills for the third grind, not in total. No problem, Hidji. See you around, man. Hope you have a good rest of the day. So, like, I think I claimed the one here, right? So that's 3. Yeah, it definitely did. Alright, let's go have a look. Let's go have a look. There he is, man. The Great One Red Fox number 2. Scarlet Nightshade. Dude, it's kind of crazy that this guy actually even spawned. Like, how? How did I get this? How did this guy spawn? Like, crazy stuff, man. I will make a video on the Great One Tar and this fox. Yeah, this is a great fur. Like, I think this is a very good contrast on the fluffiness. I mean, look at the cherry blossom then compared to the scarlet nightshade. I mean, it's very noticeable. I got this yesterday, randomly at 247 males killed. I've been doing this thing where I shoot like, I don't know, 30 to 60 males a day. Just kinda on the side. And at 247 males, I just randomly popped this guy. So I finally got lucky for once, so. That was truly something when this guy popped yesterday. I was kinda in disbelief, like. I could not believe my freaking eyes when I saw this thing. And the annoying part is, I don't even have my reaction. Because I wasn't recording the one fucking time I should have been recording. Because I was just like, I'm just gonna do like one run real quick before I end off for today. And of course that, because like obviously I did not expect this thing to pop. Because for some reason with the fox, you just don't expect it to even spawn ever. For some reason, at least for me. So of course that one fucking time. When he actually pops. That's when I don't have my fucking reaction. I could do that, I mean... Not in the same way, because, well, I actually did have somewhat of a reaction for this guy. At first, I was just like quiet for like 3 seconds, because it took a second to like, you know, register what I even was looking at, right? I would say the closest I could compare it to my reaction to getting this guy was the second bear, I would say. If you go back and look at that and listen to that, I think that's the closest you're gonna get, I would imagine. Also, look at this freaking pose for the beaver. I don't know, I just find this so fucking funny, dude. This freaking guy. Anyway. Isn't it just amazing, dude? Dude, some of these poses you can put are so freaking great. Look at this. The Great One. Double Great One Fox. Just right here. Side by freaking side. Also, they're just like playing around. They did a very good job with this. You can do so many different types of poses here if you want. Here they're freaking sleeping. It is very adorable. Here they're like fighting. This is also a pretty cool pose. There's this really funny one. This one. This is really funny. Ooh. This low key goes kind of hard. I might keep this one. This is a pretty epic pose to have them in. Thank you, Fartmeister. Great name. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it is so freaking fluffy, dude. Like, that's the first thing I noticed, too. Like, it is so much fluffier, and I love it so much because of that. This low-key might be my new favorite great one I've ever killed. It's just amazing looking, man. Anyway, we gotta get back to the grind, though. What fur do you like more? I would say I like... This is still like pretty low, believe it or not, on my rankings of the great one, Red Fox, weirdly enough. Even though it is like my favorite great one I've ever killed, and it's still just only my... It's my third least favorite. That just goes to show how freaking great of a job they made. Because they all look so freaking good. Yeah, I killed them all. Good. I don't know though. I feel like I would need to see all of them in game to really decide, but I mean, if you just look at the furs, at least to me it makes sense why this one would be the third least favorite still. Cause like there's this stuff like Mystic Snowdrop, Rosebud Frost, Licorice, Peppermint, freaking... actually Midnight Poppy is my second least favorite. But then there's the Blood Moon, Candy Cane. I believe that's actually all of them. And Scarlet Nightshade and Cherry Blossom, of course. But I don't know. It's just so tough to rank the Red Fox first. They did such an incredible job with that great one, man. The Red Fox and the Tar are just by far the best two great ones in the entire game. I've said so many times that the Tar is my favorite great one, but I have been fucking struggling to like actually decide which one I like more. Like, I feel like all the time I go back and forth. Red Fox is my favorite. No, actually, Tar is my favorite. No, Red Fox is still my favorite. No, Tar is my favorite again. I can't decide. I cannot do it. Those two are amazing slime. Same with the Licorice and the Peppermint. I mean, the Peppermint's the same as Slime said, but... The Licorice is just also another super fluffy one, from what I've seen. To me, like, the Tar great ones are so, like, majestic. They're like the king of the hill, you know? King of the freaking mountains. But the Red Fox is just so unmatched in terms of just how pretty they are. They are so gorgeous looking and stunning. Yeah, I believe the licorice is the fluffiest one. The thing is, I actually might go back to the red fox a bit after this bear is over, immediately again, to do, you know, the daily fox runs. Because, like, judging, if you guys didn't know, if we don't count the females, because, like, females cannot spawn a great one for the fox, or for any species that have a great one, but that's besides the point. They cannot spawn a great one for a red fox, so only the males can actually spawn as a great one. So going by that alone, the red fox is actually my luckiest grind in the game. Because my first red fox was 2,250 or so males, and now this one was 247 males. So technically it is my luckiest grind, right? Yeah, man, the fox doesn't have a single bad fur. Same with the tar. The tar and the fox are the only good great ones in the entire game where I would say that they legitimately don't have a single, even slightly, you know, fur or combo or whatever. For the fox, it's obviously only the first, but you know what I mean. It's just so amazingly done. It is honestly kind of insane how well done they are. Fuck, these are gonna flee, I think. There's a mountain lion, it seems, in the area once again. Who would have freaking thought? Yeah, it shouldn't take too long to die. True slime. I think we're finally due for something a bit different again. I think now that we got the mule deer and it's like pretty similar to, you know, fallow, whitetail, blah blah blah. Whatever. But I would not hate another predator or something, right? Like, I wouldn't even mind if we got another bird. But my only requirement with birds is that it's actually consistent. Because if it's not, for some reason the birds suck so fucking much if they are not consistent. Kinda like pheasant. I can never make them work for some reason, and that's the only reason I have not gone for potentially even multiple great one pheasant at this point. The only reason is that I cannot make it freaking work, and it sucks. Yeah, the mule deer has a lot of real freaking stinkers, I guess you could say, that I legitimately just don't even consider a great one because they look so shit. Which is a shame. I feel like they could have done a better job with some of the, at least one fur and, the fungus rack and corkscrew rack. Those three in particular, I feel like they could have done a bit of a better job. I just don't see why I would ever want one of those racks when I could get any of the other ones, right? They're just so much better looking. There's literally no reason for those two to even exist. Did they not tell what the Great One Black Bear was? Hold on, I was around at that time. The Great One Black Bear was the Revontuli release. And that was actually the first, like, actual update, I believe, I was really around for. I don't remember how the Great One Black Bear, thing actually even went. Huh. That does sound familiar, though. I believe that's the only Great One ever where they kept it a complete secret, though. I feel like the complete secret thing would be nice. Really, that's so awesome, Slime. Yeah, I don't remember that specifically at all, but that's pretty cool. Man, it's been a while. Was that 2021 or something? 2022? I don't even remember. That's 3 of them. Please tell me you're dying. Nice. The fuck? There's a bear here again, dude. Or what? That was kind of laggy right there for a second. I don't know why. That too, Jake, I wouldn't mind. But I think it would still be cool. I mean, I would like for both of those to happen. One of these times not tell what the Great One is at all, and just let people discover it, or you know, tell what the Great One is but don't show any of the variations. I think that would also be pretty cool. Yeah, that's the exciting part, because no one, like, when you first, you know, Great One Black Bear's found, that's only the one freaking fur, and there was no way of knowing how many there even was, what they look like, so that's super exciting, I feel like. For sure. Dude, you know what they should do? They should do a Great One for a species where, I believe, for example, this is just an example. I don't know how many species there are like this, but I believe Gray Fox can make diamond for both males and females. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Correct me if I'm wrong. But for some reason I just remember that. But anyway, if that is the case, what if they did a Great One where, you know, there's like 3 or 4 different fur variations for each, you know, gender, male and female, and it is based on that, what gender, you know, fox you kill. They're different for each one. Maybe they could do like a kind of like a night and day theme, you know. The males could be the night. They're more, you know, bluish tones and more dark tones, and then the females are more colorful and, you know, more bright, I guess. Something like that. I don't know. I'm just completely coming up with shit at this point, but no, something like that could be pretty interesting. Also, has it been even confirmed if beavers can spawn as diamonds, the males? And at least to my knowledge, they can't? And if they can, they're super freaking rare. Personally, I have not seen any yet, I don't think. Hoping for a predator great one? Me too, man. To be fair, like, predator great ones are only fun to grind, potentially, if we actually, like, figure out a consistent way of grinding them. Because, like, even with the red fox being what they are, where they do have a semi-reliable way of grinding them, they are still a big pain in the ass to grind. But the black bear, on the other hand, is pretty fucking easy. Right? Jesus, this is gonna take absolutely freaking forever, dude. Yeah, GameSpark great one, for example, yeah. That could be pretty cool, I think. Dude, I don't even know if I had to pick one species, what would I even want as a great one? Next. Dude, a lion would be amazing, cause like, the lions do drink at such few freaking spots from what I've seen. You know, this might have changed, because it's been a while since I've looked at all the places where they can drink. But from what I remember, they drink in so freaking few spots that I feel like it could be absolutely, like, the easiest grind in the entire game. Like, just absolutely fucking trivial. Because you could grind every single drink zone easily. Because they just literally don't drink anywhere. There's so freaking few of them, right? I feel like it would be so freaking easy and consistent. Maybe. Consistent? I don't know. Easy? I definitely think so. Mythical? That it? Mythic was 3. Okay. Boop. 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 Okay, that one should die. Why is that one not dying? I don't fucking know. There he is. Why 0 to 70 fucking 5? Fuck. Oh, it's actually AFK there. Well, that was a dumb mistake. What's up, Nicholas? How you doing, man? Nice to see you here again. Hope you're doing good. So, where the fuck did these bears go? Okay, well, this is gonna be fun. Wait, was the other bear very low bleed rate too? Oh my god. Of course it was. I am not gonna claim that. I do not care. I am not gonna run that freaking far. There was a third one, but I don't know even where that one is at. Dude, I need this fucking dog. Yeah, one of them just literally died. Oh my goodness. Let's, take this guy for a spin. Come on, dog. Help! I'm doing very good. Glad you asked. I have not been stacking or HMing. Not yet. I just kind of like... Because for me, when I start doing HM, I just feel like I'm gonna have to fucking do it till the end. Did I seriously mess up every fucking one of these bears somehow? Was I zeroed incorrectly or something? Because I definitely should not have missed those. Dude, what the fuck? Nice, Jake. What's up, agent? How you doing today? Hope you're doing good. I bet Nicholas and Agent also want to see the Great One Red Fox on stream. I would imagine so. Now where the hell is this mythical? I can't... Oh my god, they all run so much. Fucking hell, man. God, this is so annoying. So frustrating. Okay. Find me that mythical right now, or I'm killing you, dog. What? It said tracking blood and then it went to... It went idle. Now we can't find it anymore. What the fuck is this DLC, man? Wow, Wedgie. Wow, man. Agent is getting bullied. Come on, dog. Show me the way. Right freaking now. Where are you going exactly? You better not start tracking the one that is literally gonna run for 2 months. There it is. There it is. Yeah, no problem, Edgy. See you around. I'm gonna skip that zone because that, like, basically never has anything to shoot. Yeah, when I finish this run, I'm gonna go. And we can go have a look at the fox real quick. There's one at least, but I think that might be it. There we go. I don't know, I think I wanted to say something else about the HM process, but I kind of got sidetracked. Did I already say that I kind of just want to, you know, whenever I start HM, I really want to make sure I actually have motivation to actually finish the HM. Because I don't want to make a half-assed, you know, HM. And it works kinda. I want it to actually work. Because it feels like if it works just kinda, I just, you know, basically wasted my time. So I want to start doing it when I feel like I actually have the motivation and interest necessary to fully finish it without any problems. And right now, I just don't feel like it. I'm gonna be 100% honest. Yeah, these bears are spawning like crazy. Freaking 6 bears here. Anyway. Red Fox time! Yeah, man, like, I just don't want to start something and then, you know, half-ass it for no reason. I just feel like it's a waste of freaking time. Here it is. Scarlet Nightshade, Red Fox, great one. Next to the Cherry Blossom. I mean, look at this shit. I bet this is one of those multi-mounts. A double Great One Fox multi-mount might be one of the rarest things in the entire game, right? Not a lot of people have a Great One Fox, man. And I have freaking 2. Agent, whenever I'm done with the bears, because I cannot legitimately shoot any other species until I'm done with this bear grind, because I'm gonna do something special for the 10th Great One with the bear. I think once I'm done with that, though, I'm gonna go back to the mandatory daily, I don't know, 30 male kills for the fox, and just see how long it takes for me to get a 3rd one. That's kind of the plan for now, though. By the way, look at these freaking poses, man. There's some great stuff here. Look at this one. That's also pretty sick. That's not what I wanted to do. Fucking work. There we go. There's another one. Yeah, this is kind of playing around. This is a pretty interesting one too. I feel like this is by far the most adorable one. I mean, look at it. Look at it! Yeah, they're just kind of fighting. This is really fun. This was actually super sick. I'm not gonna lie. This freaking pose. Right. This one. This is freaking hilarious. Dude. There we go. Anyway. Put it back to where it was. Also, take a freaking look at this freaking beaver pose. I mean, I just find this so fucking funny for some reason. Just a goofy little guy. Anyway. What's up, Kian? How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Feel spotted spawning? Maybe. Maybe. Sans quit gatekeeping and tell us the special thing. Nah. You'll see. I'm honestly kind of terrified, but at the same time it has to be done. Anyway. Let's go back to the bears. Yeah, I spawned my 2nd fox yesterday, Kian. After only 247 male kills. My 2nd shortest grind by fucking far. So yeah, I got lucky. Weirdly enough. How long have I been streaming? 56 minutes. Thanks, man. I'm very happy too, man. It's fucking great. Insane. I I still feel like the Spotted is my least favorite, maybe. I don't really know. But it doesn't look bad. Yeah, exactly. Finally a freaking short one. Goodness, man. I feel like it took a bit too long to get a short one again. But hey, it finally happened. So can't complain anymore. You know what? Now it's time again for the side quest moment. Usually this is always what happens when I stream for like an hour even. What the fuck? There's like no servers open. Dude, what? That's insane. That is insane. I'm already way past 300 kills, Nicholas. I'm at 1,324 kills for the bear. So that's that. That's that. Dude, I really hope that I can get this bear quick. And the only reason for that is that I cannot grind any other species until this bear grind is done. So if this takes an absurd amount of time, again, I'm kind of fucked, you know, because I literally cannot grind anything else, right? Dude, I've been wanting to do like a lodge thing where I rate people's lodges from in my live stream, but the problem is that there's no crossplay. And that just makes it so that only PC players can, you know, show their lodges to me, which is very annoying. Even 300 kills away. Let's hope so. I mean, I think that's definitely possible. Because like it would still be 1,600 kills, right? I can't grind anything else, Jake, because I wanna get the bear as my 10th great one, and I'm gonna be, you know, doing a special thing also. So I think it's just fitting, and I don't want to risk, you know, spawning anything else before it, because obviously that would completely ruin the entire thing, right? Oh fuck. Don't float. Oh, fuck you. Come on. I'm just gonna do this. Fuck this game. Dude, if I get another glacier, the bears are going on hold for a very long time. I don't care at that point. At that point, I will just accept the fact that it was never meant to be, and I will not get anything else except Glacier 2s for the rest of my life. So, the fuck? Those guys were freaking late. If it's the Glacier 1 though, I'm fine with that. Obviously, they look very nice. I do like the Glacier 1 more than Glacier 2s. I just feel like the Glacier 1 is a bit more, I don't know how to explain it. It's smooth. That is true, that's still 3 glaciers. That is very true. You are not wrong about that. W slime? You can move your arms like a normal human being. W's in the chat for slime. He can move his hands. What fur are you hoping to get? I would say the chestnut. But also I really do like the cream quite a lot. So either one of those two will do just fine. But obviously, as long as it's not a glacier 2, I couldn't care less what I got. These fucking mountain elks, fuck off, dude. Jesus. There we go. Well, I mean, that's progress, slime. That is progress. I'm gonna be 100% honest, by the way. I've been slacking really hard on the content as of late, like making videos. I've been doing almost nothing in terms of videos. Like, there's been almost no progress for a while. And I don't know why I feel like it. I don't know, just kind of... I'm again at a moment where I'm not as interested in that, I guess, so... The good thing is, since I've been streaming a lot more, I can actually get content out that way a lot more easily. Yeah, exactly, playing Potato, fucking Overwatch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. True, I hate you guys. That is very true. Dude, what the fuck? Oh, that's a legendary. That's a legendary. Well, if all things go well and that's not a troll, that's our first diamond of the third grind. W? I don't know, maybe. So it's a 4. Dead. Right, let's grab this one and try to take the 9 down. Potato content would go hard. I mean, you know, my dream is to honestly just stream whatever I want. That's what I would like to do the most, but I feel like since Call of the Wild is so niche, if I started streaming a lot of other stuff, it just wouldn't make a lot of sense, right? Videos will always be, you know, just Call of the Wild no matter what. Or, you know, a different hunting game once in a blue moon for whatever reason. But it's mainly just gonna be Call of the Wild for the rest of my days that I upload content on the channel. But streams could be a good way to do more variety. Because I know a lot of you guys do not really care that much what I exactly play. But it is still worth mentioning, right, that not everyone's gonna be interested in variety and also mainly Call of the Wild videos, right? Sans vlog, yeah. Don't even think about it. He would have actually made it by quite a lot. How did I botch him? Oh, I spined him. You know, that looks like I did hit the lungs. Just barely, but I guess not. Anyway. He would have made it by quite a lot. Is 24 max score, by the way? I believe that was a pretty big diamond then. One of my biggest ones, probably, if I'm being honest, but whatever, I guess. Nice, Jake. Hopefully the swapping process goes smoothly. Great one grinding IRL stream. True. The bad part is it just takes a little too long to you know, wait for a response. I think that's the main problem. Couple bears there. Maybe even one more hiding? No. Hell no. Okay. Should be it for them. It is for one of them at least, but other one ain't looking so hot. Never mind. Decided to stop running for no reason and stay in place so I can take an easy second shot on him. Not the smartest move there, Bear. You might be a little dumb. Great one number 9 was another red fox, believe it or not. A scarlet nightshade. 247 male kills, which is ridiculous considering it's me. So, you know what that means. I got lucky for once in my life. And I know what you're thinking. That's impossible. But that's what I thought as well. But it happened somehow. True slime. The respawn timer really messed us up in real life. Dude, imagine if you're just like great one grinding in real life and the animals are not showing up to their zones or something. Well, I guess I'll go home and go to fucking sleep and come back tomorrow to see if there's fucking respawn and they're at their zones. By the way, guys, I don't know what people were on chat when I told this, but are you guys familiar with me telling you guys that I actually had signs with the Great One Tar spawn? Did I tell you guys that? I think I did, but I don't know who was in chat, so a lot of you guys probably have not even heard that story. Because it was actually kind of interesting. Yup, I had signs that the Great One's about to pop. Okay, so apparently Kian was at least in chat. I don't think Agent was, apparently. Wait, those are bears. Hello. It's a mythical. It's another one right there. So that's what, 6 bears again? Pretty good. You were not here, Nicholas. Okay, Jake was also. Okay, so I'm gonna do kind of like a long story short, TLDR type thing. So, To anyone who didn't hear, also that looks ridiculous, 4 bears there. Anyway, that's besides the point. Basically what happened is some of you might remember on stream when my respawns were not working, and I called it out that I was gonna have a new zone form randomly. And they did, and that was pretty cool. When I shot those males, I was expecting the normal thing to happen where they go straight back to the zones and the respawn starts working normally again, as they always do after I shoot the males that formed the new zone, right? So, what happened when those freaking males were shot? The respawns were not working like they normally do. And I was like, how does that even make sense? That's not normal. And weirdly enough, not very long after, boom, Great One Tar spawned. Isn't that kind of crazy how weird the science can sometimes be? I don't think that was a coincidence, right? Because usually the second you shoot those freaking tar, they go immediately back to the respawn cycle and start spawning back at their main zones where you've been rotating. But that one time they didn't, the Great One spawned. And you know what is the craziest part? On stream, when all this whole thing where my tar wasn't spawning, I called it out too that this time feels different. And it was in fact different. That is kind of nuts to me. But anyway. For me, that's like the only time out of my 9 Great Ones that they've been acting weird. You know. Before my Great One's about to spawn. You know, with the Red Fox too, right now, I have not had very good respawns. I've not had many of them show up at once, and they've been pretty slow. But I have not done any runs since I shot the Great One, you know. So maybe that was a sign as well. I don't know, I don't think so, but whenever I go back to that grind, you know, we'll actually get to see if anything changes, but, you know. I think that I'm good with the bears, though, for today on stream. Hold on. Really, Agent? That's weird, because, like, for me, the bears have always worked just fine. And I've heard from other people, too, it's kind of easy. Like, they just run really jump, they just work. I shoot, like, over 10 bears a run. They spawn completely fine. Easy. Can't get mine to work? Weird. That is true, Agent, so maybe that's the thing. Well, I guess that's another tip for anyone who wants to grind bears. Don't be Phobos, Agent. Just don't do it and you should be fine. I think. I'm thinking that we might actually do something different for a little bit on stream before I end off. So I don't want to play Call of the Wild at the moment, but I don't know what to actually play, is the problem. Should I play a little bit of Potato, so you guys can get a idea how that game even is? It's one of those games for me that I just go back to like a couple times a year and just play it for like a month straight and then forget about it again, right? It's a really freaking fun game. Very interesting messages going around right now. Not gonna question it, not gonna acknowledge it in any other way than that. Let's do that. Let's do... No, not that. Don't close OBS. What am I doing? Hide those fucking things. Pause the freaking music. Open Brotato. Then I go to OBS. Do this. The fuck is that? Is it no work? I think it... What the fucking shit is happening right now? Wait, can you guys see the game now? Because always when I alt-tab, at least the screen is... Wait, what the fuck is going on right now? Hold on, what if I do this? Yada yada yada. Where... Oh, full screen off. No. Wait, what the fuck's going on? Huh? Was it like flashing on the screen? Oh, there we go. Okay. Nice. Okay, so it works now. Should be good. Yeah, I might have seen some tomfoolery going on in the Discord, as always. That is definitely a thing that I've seen happen. Alright, so. What the fuck am I gonna play? I don't know. So, I think I'm gonna try this one. This is pretty cool. Gotta go the hardest difficulty. So, basically this is just an... It just shoots automatically at the enemies, and this is like a roguelike game, right? I'm not even gonna bother changing the thumbnail and the title for this stream, because I don't want to. Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't see absolutely freaking anything at all. More tree spawn, sure. Laser gun. Let's take that. Then you go with the next wave and you just keep upgrading your character. And it gets harder and harder constantly. And you can pick a specific character at the start of the game. And all of them have different like mechanics, basically. This one is that enemies... I do 125% extra damage against bosses, but enemies drop 200% more materials, which is the money. There's 70% less enemies, but the enemies have 175% more health and 35% more damage, right? So basically the enemies are very tanky and deal quite a bit of damage, but there's not a lot of them. But they also drop significantly more money, basically. So this was a very interesting one. So I picked this laser gun because it does a lot of damage per hit. But it doesn't shoot very fast. But it doesn't matter for these, right? Because there's not a lot of enemies. There we go. You know, it makes this very strong when you take an item. Like, there's a couple items that I can think of at the top of my head that add, like, plus 5% enemies. You know, those types of items. So, because it's not really a problem a lot of the time with this character. If you add more, but you get more money also when more enemies spawn, right? Now I got 2 of those items. So now 10% more enemies spawn. And usually when you spawn more enemies, you basically just think of it as better economy because you get more money. So it kind of counteracts the amount of enemy spawning. Also, this like highest difficulty is very tough because you take a fuck ton of damage anyway. And I also take 35% extra because of the character I'm playing. So I can just randomly get one shot at the end, pretty much. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, more laser guns, please. There we go. 20% more XP gain, very useful. To me, a lot of the roguelike games are super addicting. And this is a no exception. I was actually debating if I want to go for a little bit of Overwatch. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do it this time. Already done that. Been there, done that. Been there, done that. We're gonna save Overwatch for another day, boys. But who would even want to watch that dog shit anyway, right? Am I right or am I right? I'm actually 5% away in Overwatch from getting to Diamond on Tank. Been getting better and better and better on Tank, for sure. Jeez, that drops so much freaking money. As you can see, I'm just grabbing a lot of freaking money constantly. So, I feel it kind of snowballs a lot when you get that plus enemies thing, because your economy gets so much better every freaking time. I'm also getting attack speed because this weapon attacks very slowly, right? Those. You 10% crit chance, but -1 armor. Armor makes it so that I take less damage. So crits do have a 2x multiplier on the laser gun. I feel like this is worth it. It's only -1 armor, I can always get more. And you know what they say, if they're already dead, damage is not a problem, right? Yeah, like, you know what the annoying part is? If I just had my mental fixed for Overwatch and I just felt like playing solo queue and played more actively with Tank, I could definitely easily be masters at this point on tank. I'm playing on PC, by the way, so PC ranked is like, it is very tough. What's another 20% crit chance? I mean, you know, I'm just gonna fucking go nuts with the crit now that I get the chance. Who needs freaking health, am I right? Exactly, like, you're always like, maybe this time will be different and I'm actually gonna have fun. No. You wanna kill yourself instantly. Every time you open the game. Like, that's just how it is. It doesn't get better, ever. That's just literally the Overwatch experience. It's a part of the game. Wanting to uninstall the game after every session? That's how you know you got the intended Overwatch experience. I mean, I actually had the time of my life when 6v6 originally came out, because I was playing with a couple of friends. And we played for like hours and hours and freaking hours. And we lost like, I believe we didn't even lose a game. The entire freaking session. It was kinda crazy. We just fucking won every game non-stop, and there was nothing that could stop us for some reason. The enemies could not handle my wrecking ball. Damn, the money is going crazy right now. I do want more health and armor though, because like I just cannot risk getting fucked by the damage that these things do. So I already have 4 of these gentle alien heads. So that's plus 20% more enemies already. And they're giga buffed, so definitely don't want to get into trouble. But man, my economy is kind of crazy already. We're at almost $800. Just like freaking that. Gonna get even more attack speed. Oh, sniper gun. Well, it's a bit of a slower fire rate. You know what? Fuck it. I mean, I feel like sniper gun might actually be the play. I mean, I need more range. Because apparently this also scales with the range as well. Plus 2% attack speed for every 1 dodge you have. Minus 80 range. Oh, well, that doesn't synergize at all with the sniper. Can't take that then. Fuck. Fuck, man. Fuck. Oh, let's take that. Save some money. Yeah, I've seen Mech Beam. Probably a couple of times. Nice, Nicholas. Very nice work. You know, the good thing about HM is it makes you excited. Like, actually excited about spawning level 9s. It's like, to me, if I spawn a diamond on my grinds at this point, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, why should I? I've seen too many of those things already for that specific species, whatever it is, right? So when you are HMing, you actually need those diamonds to progress, so it's nice. And also, spawning small males is also exciting, which is kind of crazy. You want those super small ones to spawn, and every time you spawn a new one, you get more and more excited because you know you're closer and closer to being done with HM. It is definitely quite different. I did not fucking want to take that upgrade, but oh well. Oh shit. Nice. The piercing damage. A bit up. Oh, fish hook. Hell to the yes, to the yes, to the hell to the yes. Okay. Another laser gun. Okay, I'm actually kind of farming right now. I'm not gonna lie, this is going super well. We already have a max tier laser gun. That's a boss. I don't want to get hit by that. Well, he just kind of died instantly. Holy shit. Well, that's nice, slime. Hope you have fun. Ooh, nice, Nicholas. That's like the best place to get a level 1. By the way, after I'm done with this run, I think I'm gonna end stream, so... just so you know. I think I'm gonna go play Overwatch with some friends pretty soon, so... I'm gonna try not to kill myself, but we'll see. Anyway. Man, I'm making so much freaking money. It is kind of crazy right now. Take the armor, even more damage. Because why the fuck not? Take that shit. I don't think that's amazing. Nah, that's not really worth the investment right now. Okay, this one's good, but it's kind of scary with the thingamabob that I'm going for right now. Just gonna leave that. Some of these. Item price decrease. Baby with the beard. Oh fuck, that's minus 50 range. Well, fuck me, I guess then. Okay. Let's continue. There we go. Like making some mad freaking money. Dude, the amount of money you get with this character is just kinda nuts. Getting more enemies to spawn like literally helps. This is the crazy part. It's not even a nerf, it's a straight up buff. Sure, let's take that. Nah. Let's take range. There we go. Whistle. I mean, I guess so. Dude, I feel like the sniper is low-key kind of shit, if I'm being honest, guys. I think it is kind of dog shit. So, well, I got one more, so maybe this is a lot better now? I don't know. Damage. Harpoon gun. Nah, I'm good. Take some max HP. Sure. Hold on. Fucking, I want to pause. There we go. Alright. There we go. Nice. I do think level 8s are definitely worth keeping on mains. I feel like they're definitely large enough to help. It's like, there's definitely, you're not gonna be able to spawn, you know, just nice on your exterior, so I feel like it's definitely worth to keep mythicals a lot of the time. It's like, I feel like I think about it this way, because like, if I get quite a bit of mythicals to pop, over time that's definitely gonna add up quite a lot, you know. Ooh. You know what, I'm gonna take that. That might be a problem, but I honestly do not care. It might also be amazing. Another free reroll in the shop. Sift's Relic. Sure. More armor and I instantly attract all the materials. So I don't even need to grab them. Very good stuff. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, Nicholas, yeah. It's like, even when you're doing HM, and if you have like, let's say you have an 8 mythical on your exteriors, that can significantly, you know, worsen your HM. So it has to go other way around as well. It must help immensely as well. But basically, like, a level, like the diamond level and also the level below is like an absolute huge no-no. Or when it comes to HM. Honestly, even level 7s, I feel like, are a relatively big no-no. They will definitely make grinds a lot worse compared to, like, the smaller ones of that. Mirror? Hell yeah. Well, this is actually kind of sick. I'm not gonna try to curse that item, so we will get insane freaking stats. Oh my goodness, this guy is so aggressive. I almost just freaking died. And that's why you take armor and max health. That's why you do it. Because I would have been dead there. Man, I make so much money. It's insane right now. Absolutely nuts amounts of money. Dude, a lot of people I've seen say this is like one of the toughest characters, but all the times I've played it, like, it really is not that bad. I feel like this is low-key one of the strongest characters in the entire game. Like, you can get some insane freaking runs. It is crazy. +2 luck for every 1% crit you have. Oh yes, please give me that. I just don't feel like taking the sniper gun is even that good. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm just gonna leave that. So we do have an extra elite spawning in wave 18. And by the way, you beat a run when you beat wave 20. And on the hardest difficulty, it will spawn 2 bosses at the same time, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. But judging by how this is going right now, I think we're good. go. The amount of money I'm getting right now is like unmatched. All I'm doing is just shooting the enemies. I'm still getting absurd amounts of freaking money. I'm not even investing in the economy, basically, at all. I'm just playing the fucking game. Do that. Then also... his range damage is pretty freaking strong. Get some, of that. Potato. Ooh. Oh, I accidentally used that. Well, no, it doesn't even matter. Just buy everything you can. Take those. Small fish, very good for this strategy that I'm going for. I don't even need to take those extra enemies anymore. I don't even need them. It only makes it more difficult at this point for no real benefit, because I don't have time. Holy shit. I just got a cursed laser gun. 3 more damage. So, I just need... Oh my god, I'm getting so much luck. So, like... Jesus Christ. If I can... All I need is to just upgrade this one and it's gonna just deal so much fucking damage per hit. That is fucking crazy, dude. That does way too much damage. Yeah, just kind of outscale the enemies at this point to such an extent that they can't really do anything. Like, no matter what enemy spawn, they can one-shot basically instantaneously. I don't think there's basically anything I can do to lose at this point. I highly doubt even the bosses are gonna be much of a problem with this kind of a build. Almost done with this round. Okay, so there will be an elite spawning in the next round, so you gotta be a bit careful with that. Okay, we got a laser gun. There we go. Plus damage. Hell yeah. So this one does fucking 1,135 damage. You know, the curse actually also seems to have added an extra pierce. And then I have minus 0% damage because I got those 2 items that make it more. And the boss is already dead. Or the elite. Well, yeah. I think I'm so much stronger than the enemies at this point that, like, there's nothing they can do. And they're getting farmed right now. Absolutely freaking farmed. Got a couple boxes to show up. I heard Loki just AFK here and I don't think I could lose. Another box here though. There we go. Damage, I mean, fucking, I'm just gonna be taking a... Holy shit, there's a seashell. If that gets cursed, I'm low-key just instantly gonna kill every single thing in the entire universe. This might actually be one of the strongest builds I've ever had. Maybe it's just because Jack is so broken. I didn't even get... Because, like, this is Danger fucking 5. This is the hardest difficulty out of the regular ones in the entire game. Yes, please. Now we have 3,000 freaking cash to work with. Oh my goodness, that would have been a lot more useful before. I'm gonna just say that straight away. Even more attack speed, why not? Oh, what the fuck? Every ranged weapon's third projectile has +3 projectiles. Don't mind if I fucking do. What can the enemies even do at this point? Like, they're just so freaking screwed. I'm trying to use the mirror on something good here, though. Come on. Nah. Oh, potato. There we go. Up. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the freaking boss, man. And they're both dead. Yeah, man, this is pretty freaking strong. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty fucking strong. Maybe a little too strong. Like, the enemies can't even do anything. Like, they just get killed instantly, man. See ya, Nicholas. Hope you have a great rest of the day. And I'm actually gonna be ending off anyway, like, pretty much right now. Whenever this, you know, wave is actually over. Because if you didn't know, when you beat wave 20, you beat the run. But, you can go endless if you want. But I'll just end the run, because I don't want to go endless. Also, Agent put a link to my Discord that I have if anyone wants to join. And yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow, but quite possibly I will. And it will be more bears. This won't become like a tradition or anything, by the way, that I'm gonna be playing a different game on stream. I just did it now because I felt like it. But yeah, there it is. Danger 5 beat on Jack. Honestly, that was one of the easiest Danger 5 completions I've ever done in my life. What a freaking crazy character. Anyway, I'm gonna be ending off for now. Look forward to more streams and videos. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.